Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to do a first start video on this thing, but of course I ran into some issues along the way. So when I went to go fire it up, it was backfiring out of the throttle body. That told me timing. And anyways, it was 180 degrees off. I found there were two marks on the harmonic balancer down there, and I had it set to the wrong mark. So anyways, I had to redo the timing. And another thing that I ran into was there's this gray wire that comes off the distributor. So the distributor has a ground wire, and then it has your key on, or your positive for the coil and your negative for the coil. And then this gray wire was the tack output. So I hooked the tack output up to the Holley sniper, and it was showing stall. It wasn't getting a tack signal. So I ended up wiring the negative side of the coil from the Holley sniper. It says coil negative right on it. I hooked that up to the coil, and I got some RPM signal off of that. So I ran into those two issues. Once I figured that stuff out, then it fired up. So far I ran it for probably like an hour, and I flushed the coolant system out with water, and I got the Dex Cool in there now, and I got a key on wire hooked up so everything works with the key. So it's been off for a while now. You know, everything's pretty cool, or cold I should say. Hasn't been ran today yet, so let's see how she does on a fire up. Now if I can just find the key. Here it is. So I just have this sitting in here for now. Fired up pretty well. So I got the fans all wired in, and the only thing I really did as far as messing around with this is I set it up for 262 cubes, stock cam, coil minus for the distributor input. That's just in the setup wizard. I rescaled the tack because it used to go to like 20,000. Which was a little ridiculous, so I scaled it down to 7. And then I set up the electric fans. Other than that, it's the air-fuel ratio settings and everything is from Holley. And so far, I haven't hooked up the tack yet, but oil pressure gauge works, temp gauge works, volt gauge works. That's all great. It's always had the anti-lock light on and the airbag light. Neither of them have fuses. I really don't care about either of those two. The service engine light, that's new, but hey, what can you expect? It's not getting a signal from the engine because all those sensors are unhooked. And even running it, getting it up to temp, no leaks from the Ghetto Fab on the JB Weld. That's the Holleys are pretty well known for their noisy injectors. That's that tickety tickety tick. But for not being ran in 7 months, she runs out pretty decent. Now it'll just be time to get some miles on it. Stock. Yeah, good to finally get this thing going. Even the starting it up, the enrichment for that on when it was hot was still great. So I'm going to pretty much leave all the settings alone on the Holley and see what it wants to do. If it needs anything here or there, I might change. We'll see though. Definitely going to have to go through and clean up all that rat's nest of wiring over there. I just got to kind of have it zip tied out of the way to keep it away from the exhaust. But so far, so good. I'd say that's a good thing there. Success. Been a while since I've driven this thing. Ever since I got the 67, you know, I've been driving that. I'll be putting some miles on this. So anyhow, thanks for watching, thanks for subbing everybody, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Hopefully we'll have a drive video next one up.